Hello, you are finding me late night in the kitchen, which I feel like is kind of a common occurrence in these videos. And I'm sorry if it's loud. I have my dishwasher and my washer going right now, trying to get some chores done before I have kind of a crazy work week and then we leave for a week and a half. It is my final week before my half marathon, so I thought I would take you along with me for my last week of training, just show you what I'm doing and take you with me for prep, our trip down there, and also film a little bit of after. The half marathon is in Snow Canyon, which, if you're familiar with Utah, is like southern Utah. So it should be a little bit warmer than where I live at. So I'm excited for kind of a little break from the cold. And then from there, we're going to California for Thanksgiving. Good morning. Today I am doing my last outdoor half marathon training. I am just going 6 miles today. We're kind of tapering down distance. Today is kind of, for me, I'm looking at it as like a gear check because the temperature is about the same as what it's going to be for the half marathon. So I just want to make sure that I like the outfit that I have planned to wear on race day and I'm not chafing or blistering or anything like that. It is now Monday. Gear is set for the half marathon. I am about to go to the gym. I only have to run 3 miles today. This week we taper our mileage a lot, so it should be a pretty chill day. Back and sweaty from the gym. I did a little leg day. Usually I do leg day later in the week, but don't want to risk being sore at all. And then ran my 3 miles. Tomorrow is a 5 miler. And I don't know if I'll throw in any strength training. I guess we'll see how I'm feeling. It is Tuesday. I'm supposed to run 5 miles today. I was planning on doing it outside and I was like, I'll just wait for it to warm up to what my half marathon's temperature will be. And I just checked the weather and it's not going to warm up to that point. And so I'm gonna have to run on a treadmill. And that just made me lose a lot of my motivation, but I know I need to do this run because it's my last kind of longer run before the half marathon. I don't want to just kind of like skip out on it. The question is, I was driving my little sister to school this morning because my mom is getting some labs done. So I'm at my parents' house. Do I run here or do I wait until I'm home and run at my apartment gym, which has a treadmill that does decline? I think I'm just gonna see if I can get my motivation up and decide from there. Ended up running on the treadmill at my parents' house, so 5 miles down, did a quick stretch. Now I'm going to shower. It is Wednesday. I just finished at the gym. I had literally no motivation today. Ended up doing a quick push day. My arms are shaking, which is why the camera is shaking right now. And then I ran 3 miles. I only have one more run before the half marathon and it's just a 2-mile run. So I am pretty much done training. I finished my workout and I went to go home and this guy makes eye contact with me and he's like, "You run a marathon yet?" And I was like, actually, I am running a half this weekend. Ended up talking to me for like 30 minutes about fleeing Ukraine. He was living out in Ukraine and had to flee. So that was crazy. I'm going to get ready for work. I have a long work day ahead of me. And then tomorrow's rest day. I think I'll go shopping and I'll take you along with me to show you what I'm buying for the half marathon and our little trip down to St. George and then California. And then we are on our way. I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but I am so excited. Good morning. It's Friday. Ignore my hair. I do need a shower pretty badly. I am about to go do my very, very last run before the half marathon. It's only 2 miles, so it should be really quick. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's here. I've been training for 12 weeks and it's just gonna all be over tomorrow. I just think that's kind of insane. I also need to pack today. We're driving down and I also need to go to the grocery store and get another goo and just like do everything to prepare for this race. I'm gonna take you with me, but I just can't believe it's today. 2-mile run and a stretch done. I am going to go in and shower. I want to talk to you a little bit more about what this like last week of prep has been like, and then we'll get on with the day. Okay, I'm getting ready for the day. I'm kind of at a weird angle, but I kind of wanted to talk about what this last week of prep has been like for me. It hasn't been just like everything that I've recorded. I have been really struggling. I don't know if I talked about really the reason that I was doing this half marathon in a video, but when my mom got diagnosed with ARVC, I was also I had to be investigated for it because it's a genetic thing. And I told my family, if I don't have this condition, I'm going to run a half marathon, because I just realized that I had taken my body for granted. And I had told myself so many times that half marathon was something that I couldn't do. But being faced with the fact of I might actually never be able to do this made me realize that I really wanted to test myself and make it so that I was able to do it. And so my mom is really a big part of the reason that I am running this half marathon. And I was watching videos of people running the New York Marathon, and another creator on TikTok that I follow, she ran the Santa Barbara half and her whole family was there. And it's been really hard for me because last week I confirmed that my mom won't be able to be there because of heart transplant guidelines. You can't be more than 2 hours from the hospital, and this race is about 5, so my family will not be there to cheer me on. And that's been really, really hard for me, because my whole life I imagined, like, when you run a half marathon or a marathon, you have this big group of supporters that come and watch. And just knowing that that's not going to be the case is not a fun thing to come to the realization of, especially when I'm doing it kind of for my mom. But I think I'm going to FaceTime her like the last mile of my run through the finish line, and hopefully that kind of makes up the difference. I was hoping that my in-laws could come, but one of the cousins in the family announced that they were getting married that day, so no one will be there. We made it to St. George, checked into our Airbnb, and then went to the expo. A little haul. We have my bib. I'll show you when we get back because I'm in a bumpy car. Now we are going to go get dinner. I'm gonna carb load for my run tomorrow. Should be good. Okay, we are back at the Airbnb, so I thought I would actually do a little swag bag haul. So obviously we got the bib, and then they gave me like, what are these called? Hand warmers. Protein powder, which is really nice. Some like vouchers for discounts on other races, and some like car cleaning thing. This is my VIP bus ticket. I paid like an extra $15 so that I could actually stay on the bus at the start line, because it's going to be freaking cold and I don't want to get kicked off the bus immediately. Also, they have like mostly just school buses there, and the VIP bus is like a shuttle bus that's a little bit nicer. They also gave little pins to put your bib on. I'm gonna do that in the morning once I like actually have my clothes on. And then little coupons for like an assisted stretch place, like chiropractor type thing. And then here is the shirt that they gave us. Actually, so cute. Look at that. I feel like every race that I saw my mom run, they gave short sleeves and they're kind of like low quality. This seems pretty high quality. It's kind of cool. So what I was saying earlier, I kind of just like cut off the video, but this week hasn't all been like sunshine and rainbows with finding out that my family wouldn't be able to be there. That's been kind of hard to come to terms with. This week I've been better about it, but last week I was really, really sad. I don't think it will hit me until maybe the finish line. I will FaceTime my mom and hopefully that will make the experience a little bit more exciting. My aunt did register with me, so we saw her earlier today when we were picking up everything at the expo, and she'll be a little bit slower than I will be, so I don't think I'll see her very much during the actual run. But she also upgraded to the VIP bus, so we'll be on the bus together at the start line together, so at least I have somebody. And then of course Noah came with me down here, so I'll have Noah at the finish line, which is exciting. I do wish that my family was here, but at least I do have someone. Also, I have been dealing with some sciatica and like knee problems, which I really haven't had a problem with this entire time I've been training until literally this week. So I brought some ibuprofen down. I think I'm gonna pop some of that, pretend it's not happening, deal with it after, and then I'll either like soak in the bath, or we have a hot tub here at the Airbnb, so maybe I'll just relax tonight and then hope that tomorrow I'm feeling good. I felt really good before my run this morning, so I'm hoping that I'll feel good at the start line, and then if it flares up during the run, then I can just power through. But that's been kind of frustrating because all through training I've been fine until literally this week, which is when I tapered, so I've actually had less mileage this week, so I don't really know what's going on, but hopefully it's not too bad. I'm just gonna power through. I didn't train for 12 weeks for nothing. Good morning. It is race day. I'm sure I'll get some little clips, but most of it is gonna be posted on TikTok.
Split pace, 9 minutes. 86 and 87 years old.
Hey, Home,
taking ibuprofen, taking a bath, and now we are going to dinner, and I'm so excited to chow down, finally enjoy the fruits of my labor. Dinner was so good. Forgot to take a video, but we went to like a Mexican food place, and I actually brought something home. It's a little sweet pork quesadilla, and I just ate it, which reminded me that I forgot to film. But now Noah is watching football. I am going to watch a movie, and then we'll go to bed, and we head to California tomorrow. Hello from California. We made it here earlier today. Thought I would vlog a little bit of our Thanksgiving week here. I have just been chilling all day. We had lunch, we watched a show. It's called 1899. We just started the first episode. And now I am waiting for Noah, and we are going to go get in the hot tub. I ran a half marathon yesterday, so my body is very sore, so I'm excited for this. It has been a few days. Let's talk half marathon. So on the day of the half marathon, I woke up around 6 o'clock, got ready. I did not eat a breakfast before. I had some Twizzlers that I bought on the drive down. So I ate a few of those and then got ready. We headed to Snow Canyon High School, which was the drop-off point. Once I got to Snow Canyon High School, I realized that I had forgotten my headphones. Now, we were only at 10 minutes away from there in our Airbnb, and the buses weren't supposed to leave for like 45 minutes after we got to the drop-off point, but I felt bad and I didn't want Noah to have to drive back to the Airbnb and then back to the drop-off point. And sometimes I don't like to listen to things while I'm running, so I decided that it wasn't worth it to have Noah drive back, and so I just went without my headphones. My aunt and I paid extra money to have the VIP bus. It was just a shuttle bus instead of a school bus, which I definitely think was worth the money. We got to load immediately once we got there, and there was also a bathroom on board. And then we could also leave our stuff on the bus instead of dropping it at the starting line. So that was really nice. I would do that again. Once we got on the bus, we waited for probably an hour and a half, and then they finally drove the bus up the canyon to the starting point. We got out, we started running. The first probably 3 or 4 miles, I would say, felt like nothing. They were just so fast, and I didn't even feel like I was running. Once we got to like 6 miles, then I started to feel like I was actually running, but I felt really good through the entire run. It was super downhill, so because I had trained with starting my runs uphill, I felt really, really good, especially at the beginning. Once we got to mile 9 or 10 is when I started to get kind of mentally exhausted and wished that I had my headphones. And that's when things started to slow down. Once I hit 15K, I got a notification about my progress, and I had kept a 9:27 pace, which is faster than I had planned on. I was kind of planning on a 9:50 pace, 10 pace at the worst. And so 9:27, I was like giving myself a little bit of time, a little bit of leeway. And I'm glad I did, because after mile 10, the course went from being downhill to being kind of hilly, and I just didn't know what to expect. So I really pulled back and kind of slowed down. I think for mile 10 and 11, my pace kind of slowed down to like 10-minute miles. At the finish line, I had a 9:40 pace, I want to say. So it was a little bit slower than what I had at the 15K point. Once I got to mile 12, I FaceTimed my parents, and I did finish the race while FaceTiming them, which I think was such a good idea, because one of my biggest mistakes was that at mile 12, I took a water cup where I really didn't need more water. I don't know. I was just trying to get through it, and I felt like water might help. But at that point, I had kind of like forgotten how to swallow, and I inhaled the water, which messed up my breathing and gave me a stitch in my side. So when I called my parents, I was kind of able to distract myself, get my breathing back, kind of talk with them while I finished like the last 5 minutes of the race, which was very necessary. Now, results. My goal was a 2:10 half marathon because it is my first. I didn't want to have like any super ambitious goal. I just wanted to finish and have that little sense of accomplishment. That being said, I am happy that I did beat my goal, and I finished at 2:06. After the half marathon, I took pictures, went to the bathroom, got water, watched my aunt finish, and then went home, sat in the bath for probably like an hour. And then we went to dinner and just kind of had a chill night. And then now we're here in California. Would I do it again? I'm glad I did it. I will not say that I will be doing a half marathon soon. I need some recovery time, but I am glad that I did it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you. Have a great day. Oh, not quite.
Freezing my nads off over there.
Oh, jeez.